What's up, y'all? We back with another video, man, on BTK20, BTK20, Season 2, Episode 45. Let's get right to it, y'all. Sleep, boy. So, we going against the Brooklyn Nets. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, bro. Kyrie Irving and KD. Kyrie Irving might drop 40 points this game, bro. I don't know. Maybe. Hey, y'all. Going against KD, though, one of the best scorers in the NBA. Hey, y'all, bro, we're on a 44-game winning streak. We're about to go on a 45-game winning streak. This is my league, my career, y'all. My league, my career, y'all. Playing against the Brooklyn Nets on their home court, bro.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The 2K Sports pregame show.
And coming up for you shortly, it is the Los Angeles Lakers in action against the Nets in Brooklyn. Looking at the Nets, it's been a very successful first half of the season for them. When the opportunity to win a ball game has been there for them, they have grabbed it over and over.
The Lakers versus the Nets. We're BTK20 season 2, episode 45.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And the task ahead. The activity in front of the Brooklyn
Leo.
Music. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
Yeah, boy. I got 15 million votes.
Up a little bit and we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer.
Well, LeBron James,
he can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. And now the Lakers starting group. Jay out there with G. Then there's Prez. Then there's Smooth. And it's Davis in at the center position. And for the Nets, LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Allen is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Irving in at the 1. Outside Durant. It's LeVert on the wing.
I can't believe we lost the 2, bro. It's all good, though.
Mark, if you're a basketball purist, tonight might not be your cup of tea. These two teams live and die by the three-point shot.
And the evolution of the game has led us to this point where it's about spacing and knocking down the three-point shot. That's what's king now, and that's what we're going to see a lot of tonight.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Fires for 3.
Splash.
Good, another from 3.
Splash.
Nails it and is now
boy.
For the record.
Hard to believe, isn't it? His next shot from range will move him into the top spot all time for threes in a season.
And to think a few years ago, hitting 300 threes was impossible. Then Curry hits 402 in 2016, and just years later, the 402 plateau has been reached again. You just can't make this stuff up.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
Oh my God! You can't leave a sharpshooter.
Yeah, the easy hoop
KD
by Allen that time. He's developed a nice pass.
You can't leave a sharpshooter, bro, wide open. You can't leave him wide open, bro. The horror swing, boy.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. Maybe even a
He
question
might
mark.
not drop 40.
Guys,
He might
I know
not.
there are a lot of questions
Yeah.
right now defensively for this team. There's no
So
doubt about
miss
that.
our ball
And
because he
that's out of
tipped it
bounds. The
out.
Lakers will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Perfect.
And they pick up
Release.
two.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Kyrie Irving might turn back around. I don't know. He might turn it back around.
Here's
He
Irving.
might turn it back
He's
around.
coming off a 28-point game against Philadelphia. Allen kicks to Irving. Clock at 6. With Samart.
Yeah.
And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism.
Oh, what a play!
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now, here is Irving. Tight defense on him. To the inside. Allen finds KD.
Boy.
That shot is off. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 13-5 run here. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. The pass to Irving. And
Boy.
the block just stops it cold and takes possession.
Snatch that ball out your hand, boy, and I block your,
Smooth
and I
pass to
snatch
James.
that. I
Here's
just,
Smooth.
that was your perfect
Pass to
release,
Perez.
boy, and I just snatched it
Nice ball movement
out
by
of
the
your
Lakers.
hand. Bro, Kyrie Irving, he keep playing with.
Here's Smooth. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on
Boy,
the call
snatch
with the
that ball
foul.
out Kyrie Irving's hand.
It's on Jared Allen.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't
Y'all
get
my
a chance
tickle,
for
bro.
the
So
end.
y'all know the double team coming.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff.
Boy, I'm snatching
I
that
think it's
ball
always
out your
important
hand,
for an
Kyrie.
organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
And the call will be against Karis
He
LeVert.
got a foul, bro.
That's his first foul. The Lakers with the ball.
Splash.
8-point game.
Oh, that's
They're
2
on the
points.
bucket.
That's 2 points.
And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers' history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Record 3 times today, y'all.
Numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing
after
right now?
this video,
These last 5 games, he's been
the
a
next video,
machine
I don't know
at
what
the offensive
time.
end.
I might
A
make
different
another.
scorer
I
than
don't know
he
what
had been
time.
earlier
I'm
in
going
the
to make
season.
another
We'll
video.
find out if
I
he
might
can
make
keep
another
it
video
going.
at 2 o'clock. Maybe at 2 o'clock only.
A floater.
No, maybe
Durant
at
with
4.
a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers leading by 10. Here's Smooth. Some solid defense there from Irving.
I don't
Very
care,
dangerous to
bro.
leave a guy like that
I don't
open.
care if I
Keep
missed that.
break there for the D.
Yeah,
It's stolen by Davis.
yeah.
Here's Smooth. And he dunks it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a
I'm too fast. I got that 99
And, you know,
speed.
that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
You think Kyrie Irving, boy? Oh,
Now, here is Irving. Defense is right there. Fires
Nope.
the 3. Cranes the 3-pointer. Irving's got it back down to single digits for the Nets.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision-maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Takes it off the glass. Irving's got 9.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket. And
Slash. Again from distance.
And
Yeah, boy. Yep. Yeah, boy.
moving him into history.
You could feel it as soon as it left his hand. He is the king of the 3 and now stands alone at the top of the list.
Oh, some guy James Jordan, bro.
Curry had a year that I didn't think anyone could match.
No.
Until
Wow,
now.
bro.
402 no longer.
It's all good.
The era of the long ball.
Yeah, boy, I'm the king of the 3, boy. King of the 3.
These fans
King of 3, boy.
All about.
And he continues, GA, to add to his season total, knocking him down from long range.
you got to assume every time he pulls up, it's buckets. After the season he's had, the shots he's made, one of the best shooters in the game.
Harris checked in for Brooklyn.
I'm Stephen
Curry.
Curry.
He comes in for Paris LeVert. And then for the Lakers,
So good.
Kyle Kuzma comes in for James.
You can't leave. Oh, he missed.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find.
Bro, quit up, big man.
Dinwiddie with the steal. Pass to KD. Irving looking over the floor. Knocked away.
Good boy.
Yeah, you're not putting these are brand new
Here's
things.
Smooth. And that one, no question, powered it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Pass to KD. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
One-on-one here. Here's Smooth. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got assist number 5 here tonight. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
And the Nets making a change here. Chandler's checked in.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Oh, shit, dude.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
Kevin and Greg, I'm telling you, that is he's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
There's the pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving from outside the arc. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny
how did you make that, bro?
You got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny's a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team, and, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are, and that's a great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And he finishes the break with a lay-in. Smooth's got 39.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
It's good. Smooth's got 41.
Big miscommunication on
Got my
defense.
tickle
He
video,
recognizes
so
it
y'all
and
need to
quickly
bro.
takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all
he might be 40.
to bring them back.
Dunking on DeAndre Jordan.
Powers it through.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
And here we go. Lakers running again.
Come on, bro.
Prez, no good. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Dinwiddie is trash.
Dinwiddie right side. Outside Irving.
Oh, no. He missed.
That doesn't go in either for Irving. Davis finds James, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
For sure, shoot Joe Harris is on the court now, bro.
So it's the Lakers now. Inside, here's Jay. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Los Angeles shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And so he hits both. Just 4 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 1 second left. And so it's
48-25 is the score going to first half.
Heading into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And this team has shown their toughness and determination. And cut.
What's going to separate us is how close we're.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
Boy.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
On the perimeter, Harris and Prince. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Wilson Chandler, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Marcus suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him. It was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last.
Another bucket. Wow.
And just like that, he's
I got him leaning, bro.
Most 50-point games.
Greg, this is a record I never thought would be matched. Unbelievable season from him.
You look back at Wilt's 62 campaign and all the records it spawned.
As a team, bro.
Stunning to see the 50-point games record be matched.
Prince against James. Passes to Smooth. Chandler with the steal.
So good.
Tipped away. And stolen by James. Here's Smooth.
360, boy.
Avalanche.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Dinwiddie outside. Shoots up a three. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Defense right on him.
Hey, that's a good defense.
The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Davis. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt. Finding the bottom of the bucket.
To the inside.
You.
Here's Dinwiddie, and
The
it's
cheese over here, boy.
Brooklyn will retain possession.
Yeah,
So for the next,
I'm gonna take over again, y'all. See, y'all know the double T coming again, bro.
Harris LeVert subbed in for Harris.
Yeah, my control does, so.
And for those of you just
Bro, get it out.
almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the
Bro,
results just
crazy,
have not
boy.
been there. Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Here's LeVert. And just miss after miss right now.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
Now,
here's Dinwiddie. He's tightly guarded.
Oh, he cold. KD is cold.
Here's KD.
Oh, yeah. I like that. That's a good defense.
They recover it. 4 on the clock, and the foul called on Anthony Davis.
Come on, Davis.
That is his first foul of the game. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play.
Boy, set up nicely there. Dinwiddie plays well without the ball. He's not just a point guard, fellas.
That one good for 2. 67 points for Smooth.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Kicks to Durant.
Watch KD, bro. Oh, he got.
Shoots over Kuzma.
Wow.
And KD the bucket on the assist by Allen.
He got Kuzma leading, bro.
Allen's
wow,
3 assists now in this one. Los Angeles
I'm not liking
has got
it.
both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter.
I'm not liking it.
And another basket for the Lakers.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Another steal. The finish. Yet another bucket. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And here's LeVert. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Durant dishes to Dinwiddie. Pass to LeVert. Shot clock at 5. Over Davis.
Ooh.
No good off the back of the rim.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard.
Oh my!
Yeah,
you could have gave it to me. Oh my!
In this one, Greg, they've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
LeVert the pass to Allen.
Yeah. That's a good defense.
The Lakers with the rebound. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
Yeah, and they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
And you look back at those games, just a one-sided affair between them.
And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool, because sometimes the Rookie of the Year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year playing. Well, a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas.
Fast break, the Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 12 from outside, a very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Now, here is Irving. Not a lot of room. They need this, and the jumper falls for him. Irving's got 21 in the game.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is
he might be 40, bro.
He has wonderful form with that shot.
Dinwiddie with the rebound. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Brooklyn. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in it.
Convert 3-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points the old-fashioned way, boy.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor,
watch KD, bro.
They got it right with the review.
Oh my, he missed. He took the 2 shots.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Slash.
The rebound by KD.
2K.
He's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And a wide open look for Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And that's now 25 points for Kyrie Irving. Here's Smooth. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. To the middle. Here's Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
Boy, LeVert's showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
Oh, and he's going up for the alley.
Oh my God, 2K is trash, bro.
Here's Irving. Oh, that's blocked. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Harris comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Outside, KD from downtown.
Whoa, oh, he missed.
He's hauled in by Los Angeles. Prez has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Got that one up quick.
Joe Harris, the sharpshooter,
first points of the game.
is now on the court, dude.
Yeah, Harris shows great competitiveness in answering the opponent's 3 with the payback 3 of his own.
Pass to Davis. Over Jordan. And that one's good by Davis.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
The pass to Durant. Allen surveying the D. He kicks to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harris's shot is off. Here we go, one-on-one. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans. I
can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of
an actual game. Y'all see, y'all knew the double team coming, bro.
You gotta show it.
That boy. Wow.
There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. Irving.
Oh my.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion.
Yep, about to get 40 points, bro.
In that first quarter.
Wow, bro.
Stolen by Jordan. And now Irving pushing it up,
so
going back to stop him.
Y'all go double team anyways, because I got my takeover.
It's hauled in by
he missed.
Jay's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Watch out below. Come on now. Throw it down.
That's not what I was expecting.
Me either. I don't think anyone.
What?
Even he.
What? Oh my. It's alright though.
Takes creativity and spontaneity. The ability to make it up on the fly. That's special.
And so it's Los Angeles enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see.
What the hell? Court. KD makes the half court shot.
Back right after
this. He beats the buzzer, bro.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. The Lakers did not hesitate to set the pace. They had intensity in their eyes and fire in their bellies as they started things out on a 7-0 run. They came on extremely strong as the quarter was winding down, nailing all 6 of their last field goal attempts to close out the first. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic, that's the way you can play on both ends of the court.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster. Without major improvements defensively, this game
is shooting 85% as a team, bro.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. LA has gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside.
You know, for a team like the Nets building without top picks,
oh my God. I hope we don't have a slow start in the third quarter,
made
bro.
that a key focus for their franchise, and you can see the results paying dividends now.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up.
He missed both free throws.
So the Lakers 5 right now.
It's a Jordan crazy, boy.
Then it's G, then it's Anthony Davis, and it's J in at the 4 spot.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Here's Irving. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? My goodness.
Does he ever?
Irving for 3. Prez with the rebound. Prez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Clark, you were talking about the Nets player development. Guys like
2K, bro.
And Joe Harris were signed as free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, a coaching staff dedicated to
nobody cannot stop this dude right now, bro.
In terms of
he got 30, bro.
Player development,
Yeah, people have to
The
get 40
investment they
points,
make
bro.
in their top-notch training
bro.
facility, all of that focus paying off for them.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference.
Oh, yeah.
Now, taking
like
the top
that.
16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Durant feeling it out a bit. And the Nets miss again. And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Smooth. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Yep, about to get the 40 points.
Really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Yep, about to get the 40
James
points,
outside.
bro. Wow, bro.
Three-pointer.
Slash.
Another 3 for the Lakers.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
But Kyrie Irving, I know you, but you're not burdening me though, Kyrie. I know
Now
that.
Irving. 32 points in the game. A 3-ball. And it's
He taking
Durant
2
missing.
shots.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Lets it go from deep.
Slash. Oh,
Goes
Brick
back up.
City, bro.
Jay. And
Jay, no, bro.
back
All
by
right.
Allen. Lakers working the ball around now
Come on, bro.
to the left side wing.
Come on.
From
Purge.
outside. Brooklyn's gotten
Oh
blank
my
from three-point
God.
land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Irving. The Lakers with the rebound.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Stolen by LeVert. Irving, good look. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
And guys, once Irving finds that groove, it's really just fun to watch him go to work. Just no fear. Take any
2K.
shot out there on the floor.
Here's LeVert. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. LeVert's got 5 points so far.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Bro.
Passes it to Jay. Trying to get open is Davis. He drains the quick shot.
I'm gonna take over again. Y'all
Watch
see,
out
y'all
now,
know
when
the
this
double team
guy
coming again,
gets
bro.
into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
KD on the wing. Kicks it to Jordan. LeVert with it. He's got 5, and he comes up with the deuce. He's got 7.
You got to D-up LeVert better than that, Kevin. I mean, he excels at scoring over the defense.
Here's Smooth, and he jams it with authority.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Allen finds Irving. And it's off from 3-point range.
The horror scene, boy. With the horror scene, boy. With the horror scene, boy. You clean me, boy.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Having another steal.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Lakers?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. So for the Nets, Wilson Chandler's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for LeVert. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Jay. Ryan is checked in for James. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Smooth. And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. Second round pick.
That's what I'm not gonna use praise, bro.
The Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league.
My career player is my praise. My career player is this dude.
Extension
my
from the Nets,
that's my player.
rewarding his growth.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Davis is checked in for Cousins.
This is my career
Jay
player,
comes
bro.
in for Kyle Kuzma. James checked in for Bryant. And Smooth subbed in
Perfect
for Dwayne
release.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Brooklyn's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Harris outside. The floater. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded closely. Harris outside. Fires from deep. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Chandler with
Ain't no miss.
And here's Chandler for the Brooklyn Nets.
Goodness,
Dinwiddie finds Harris. Back to Dinwiddie.
It's all good.
Finish it off. A beauty.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Here's Smooth. And he converts the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The net shooting 40% from the field. Ball's knocked loose. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stump.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Fast break, the Lakers. And that one is hammered home.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
1:27 left in the third. It's stolen by Prez. Here's Smooth. Trips down the breakaway slam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball
take
up
over
the
the
court as
deal,
fast as
so
you
y'all
can.
know the
And for
team
the
can
Nets, they're
get
shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. On the wing, Harris. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 5 to shoot. Prince kicks to Dinwiddie. Hits the three-point bomb. Dinwiddie's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Brooklyn. Here's Smooth, and he goes in for the dunk.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Dinwiddie attacking. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Smooth. And got it. Another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just
Convert
can't
three-point
miss.
play, boy. I'm getting the 3
Substitution
points
here
the
for the
old-fashioned way, boy.
DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Jay. Kobe's checked in for James. And Dwayne.
Oh my goodness! That was special.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole.
I'm about to let the clock. I'm just gonna let the clock run out, bro.
And get a rhythm from that.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Wade passes to Smooth. With one on the clock, and he hits the jump shot.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And so it's Los Angeles with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching him today. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. Don't go anywhere.
Boy, in his face.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Mark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
Wilson Chandler out there with Caruch. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the Nets 5. Here's Harris. And the rejection by Cousins. Pulls up for 3. Drills it from outside.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Here's Temple. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
David Wabon's checked in for Joe Harris.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
Pass to Chandler. Back to Temple. 4 on the shot clock. Over James. And again, it's the Nets missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. That one falls. Smooth's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle and at their offensive end.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Pass to Caruch. Anthony
Boy,
Davis with the rebound.
Hey, that's a good defense.
Davis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. From deep, James. Here's Smooth. And the powerful one-handed slam.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
For Brooklyn, they've gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Here's Caruch, and Davis sends it back. Fast break, here they come. Lets it go with a 3. They get the rebound.
Come on, TK.
Here's Smooth.
The horse scene, boy. The horse scene, boy.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition.
Yo, see y'all need the dope team coming
Quarter
in.
keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Karuk, and out of bounds is Los Angeles gains possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Wilson Chandler. Here's Smooth, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Now the pass to Nwaba, down low.
Get the cheese.
Deflects off the
Out of here, boy.
An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Smooth.
You
Good.
dunked him, boy.
Bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. It's tipped. The three. The shot. No good. Temple to pass to Claxton.
My mic is messing up, so I have to unplug it.
The 19-footer.
Temple's
got 4 points this quarter. Here's Smooth. He's covered by Irving. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. You like that?
Yes and no. I think you have 2 separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. 2 on the clock. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they
convert 3-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points the old-fashioned way, boy.
McGee's checked in. Outside Irving. And the Nets, another 3.
I love the 3-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in from deep, and you've got to respect his range.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play.
Convert 3-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points the old-fashioned way, boy.
That'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Lets it go from 11. Rebound the Lakers, and the Lakers call time here. Clark, when you think of athleticism specific, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
And the Lakers making a change here. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Howard. Jay comes in for JaVale McGee. James checked in for James. And Prez is subbed in for Danny Green. LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Smooth. Here's Jay. Here's Smooth.
It's still big.
And again, the Lakers no good. Irving against James.
Bro, quit fouling.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First one falls for him.
Yeah, bro, he got the 40 points.
That's also good.
He got 39 points.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Bucket is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
They got the 40.
more resistance here.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Second shot.
Oh, you're talking about Kyrie Irving.
The pass to Smooth.
Being charged, that's what.
Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
I don't care, bro.
Right side Irving takes the three. Prez with the rebound.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean,
bro,
can't get anything to fall this half.
Come on, 2K, bro.
Here's Temple. Misses the three. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They grab their own miss. Prez. Here's Smooth. And it's good off the back rim and in.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
And Kurucs out top of the key. Passes it to Claxton. Here's Temple. James covering. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things? Incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories. But I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often.
I'm getting the 3 points the old fashioned way, boy.
Minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Kurucs is checked in. Nwaba passes to Claxton. Pass to Kurucs. The rebound by the Lakers. Jay's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Out left to the wing. Here's Kurucs. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Brooklyn's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. The quick look, no good that time.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
He gets that one.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Clark, last season we saw more of the global games series from the NBA. A couple games in Mexico, one in England. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it really is, because I actually 6 years ago had a chance to be with the Pacers in the global games in the Philippines, and then Taipei, Taiwan with the Rockets. Great experience for the players and the organizations. It's an additional level of travel, no doubt. About a week to 10 days where you're in another country, but it's great for the game and it's great for the fans in those countries.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Craig, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Smooth.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
They get it again. Tries again. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
I'm with the clock or no, bro.
The 10-footer.
If y'all like the video, man,
from Karuch.
like and subscribe to the channel, bro.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Turn that post notification bell so you never miss an upload. Go follow me on PS4, y'all. Antonio 112593. And peace, y'all. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in my next video. See y'all.
Saw the opportunity to put this.
Had 41 dunks. Kyrie Irving had 39 points. Peace, y'all. Love y'all. I'll see y'all in my next video.
Did not turn